Follow me on Twitter and look out for these tweets for your chance to win a lot of free money. Hashtag giveaway. The win, $230 rebuy, $30,000 guaranteed. This tournament has been getting around 180 players, so it's looking more like a $50,000 prize pool. Over $15,000 for first. We're coming in at 420. That's right. Blaze it. Max late reg. $230 buy-in. $100 add-on will get us 22,500 chips at 400, 800. By my calculations, that's about 28 blinds, give or take. Plenty to rejam, open, c-bet, do a lot of stuff. Max loss is 330. That's a refreshing cap on my max loss for the day compared to the $1,130 loss last Saturday. This should be the most efficient way of turning a profit in this tournament. Let's find out.
Yeah, I wanted to add on too.
Thank you, sir.
All right, go get him.
Oh, yeah. $22,500 starting stack. We fold for quite a few orbits, and we're down to about 14,000 chips. Not the desired result. Do it. Blinds just go up to 600, 1,200, and we're under the gun +1 with pocket kings. I make it 2,500 to go. I get 3 callers, no respect. First time I tried raising. No ace on the flop, dealer. The flop comes king 5-3, 2 hearts. We got top set. Let's go for value. We want to set it up for a turn jam or to induce a raise, so we're going to bet real small, 3,000 chips. We got top pair blocked. 2 players fold, and the small blind puts in the call. No heart, please. The turn is the ace of clubs, a great card. Hopefully he has ace X of hearts, ace 5, ace 3, ace 4, something like that. He checks, and I think we only have one move here. I'm all in for about 10,000 chips. He goes deep into the tank, and he eventually lays it down. Thought I could have got some action on the double flush draw board, but it was not to be. That's okay, we'll take down a nice pot.
He's got an ace.
No,
Yeah, you do too.
Win a few small pots, get up to 40,000 chips. Feeling good. And then I flop a flush draw, play passively, check call, brick river, fold. Flush draw on the flop again. Call flop, check turn, miss river, and we lose half of our stack. I don't think they were folding, so we're staying alive. Just getting unlucky post flop.
Oh,
Checks.
sorry. At 92. Give me a spare. We'll get nothing, buddy.
Pocket change.
Yeah, I was gonna say they indent you.
Yeah, a little bit.
With blinds at 800, 1,600, action folds to us on the button. I have about 25,000 to start the hand, and pocket jacks, great spot. Could open jam, but we're trying to get a little more value. Make it 3,500 to go. Small blind folds, and the big blind quickly puts in the call. The flop comes 7-5-4 rainbow. This flop's gonna hit big blind's range very well, so we want to bet it for 2 streets of value. Set up a turn jam. I bet a little bit large, targeting all of his 1-pair middling type hands. 5,500 is the bet, and he quickly snap jams. If he's got 2-pair, a straight or a set, so be it. I call. He shows ace queen offsuit. The turn is a king, and the river's a king. We double up. Good fade.
I appreciate it.
There's a movie over there. Yeah.
$45,000 coming back to 1,000, 2,000. Let's find some good spots. Make it another 2 hours. Sun's about to go down. Check out this time lapse.
The fact that you got hit makes that actually a pretty good
That's at full
finish.
speed.
With blinds at 1,000, 2,000, 2,000 big blind ante. Under the gun +1 limps, button limps. I'm in the small blind with King 6 marginal limp, but let's flick it in and see what happens. The big blind hasn't been raising very light. He checks, we see a 4-way flop. Flop comes 8, 6, 3, 2 hearts. I contemplate leading, but I check it. Checks to under the gun +1, who quickly bets 3,500. Button calls. Pretty close spot. Second pair, king kicker. Could be good, could improve. I flick in the call. Let's see what happens on the turn with 3 ways. The turn is a king of clubs, a great card. I check. Under the gun +1 bets 5K. Button quickly calls. We got about 22,000 behind, and it's time to go for it. 2 pairs should be good here. Let's shove for value. I'm all in. Original under the gun +1 limper calls, and the button folds ace queen of hearts face up. Under the gun +1 has 6, 5 of clubs. He says, come on, club. And the river is a 6. We get a boat, and we get a full double.
Lay down. Lay down.
21.
Lay down.
Nice hand.
Thank you.
Weird right up there anyways.
Lucky turn.
21 cut.
20.
With blinds at 1,000, 2,000, I'm under the gun +1 with ace king. Make it 4,000. Get 2 calls, and the big blind shoves all in for 30,000 chips. We got him covered. Of course, I'm going to ISO. I'm all in. Ace king is the nuts. Other 2 players fold. We're up against pocket jacks. And we do have video. Good flop. Bad turn. Gotta win those flips.
Right?
I said the word, but I didn't see it.
With blinds at 1,500, 3,000, action folds to me in the cutoff. I have queen jack offsuit. Pretty easy shove here. Just over 12 blinds. Small blind tanks, asks for a count, and puts in the call. He shows ace 10 off, and we're off to the races. Here's the video.
Oh my god, I'm winning.
Action.
Straight.
The same player that doubled us up with ace 10 off raises under the gun +1 to 7,500 at 3K big blind. I'm in the big blind with king jack offsuit. Pretty standard defend. Flop comes jack, 6-5, 2 spades. We don't have a spade. Check it to the raiser, who bets 7,000, I believe. With 53,000 behind, our options are call or jam. I think jam's slightly better because I'd be doing this line with all my flush draw combos, maybe even some 7-8s. After I shove all in, he snap calls, and we have video.
Yeah, it's just, I mean, that's the 3rd time that shit's happened to me with queens. And
When I was younger, I probably would have. Queen 9.
You're coming next time then.
At 2K, 4K, under the gun, recreational middle-aged male from New York, limps. Off a 60K stack, under the gun +1 limps. Elderly Caucasian male. I'm next to act with ace king. Of course, I'm gonna make it 20,000 to go. Action folds to Under the Gun, who shoves all in, just under 60,000, I believe. Did he trap us with aces or kings? I don't know, and I don't care. I put in the call. He shows king, queen suited. And here's the board.
Is that a good board? I think that's a decent flop for his hand.
A middle-aged woman getting a massage makes it 11K at 4K big blind. Action folds to me in the big blind. I have 57K and king 10 of hearts. I could call here, but I think we do have some fold equity and positional disadvantage, so let's shove it in and gamble. She asks for an exact count and says, let's gamble. She calls and shows Jack 10 suited. Let's hold. We got video.
I'll gamble.
Gamble.
Gamble, gamble.
It's a gamble.
I love the video.
With 130,000 in chips, the very next hand, the cutoff shoves 50,000. I'm in the small blind with ace king. Easy ISO, I'm all in. Big blind folds. Original shover has ace 10 off. And once again, here's the board. Let's hold.
Oh, yeah.
230,000 going to 3,000, 6,000. 18 players remain, 13 pay. 16 players remain, 13 pay. 8-handed. 6,000 big blind. I raised it up to 13,000 in the cutoff with ace 9 of hearts. Pulls the small blind who shoves all in. The about to retire New York City cop. 84,000 is the total. I have about 250,000 to start this hand. And I eventually fold. He shows ace 10 of spades. Good fold. Me. With blinds at 3,000, 6,000, 6,000. New York City retired cop opens to 18,000 under the gun on a 100K stack. I believe there's 15 remaining. Action folds to me in the small blind. I have 2 red 9s. Have them well covered, so let's put on the pressure. Hopefully you can find some raise folds here, or have a smaller pair. I shove all in, and he calls. He shows ace king. Ace of spades, king of clubs. Flop comes ace jack 7, all diamonds. I got the 9 of diamonds. 2 players on the table say diamonds. They're rooting for me. They want to see this bubble burst soon. But the turn is a 9, giving us a set, and he's drawing dead. We eliminate a player. The very next hand, under the gun +1 shoves, 60K at 6K big blind. And I look down at pocket kings on the button. I flat call. Everyone folds. He has ace king.
Wow.
You'd be so pissed at me right now, Jeff.
What'd you have?
Pocket 6s.
For each hand that is dealt, 2 minutes will come off the tournament clock no matter how long the hand takes. This process continues until we lose at least 1 player. During hand for hand, please remain at your own table. Do not go over to sweat the other table.
That's my plan. I'm gonna keep playing that until I hit it, and then.
With blinds at 6,000, 12,000. We've been hand for hand for about 40 minutes. Under the gun +1, Pittsburgh Penguins fan, makes it 37,000 with 100,000 behind. It's been pretty tight, and the action comes to me on the button. I look down at ace jack. It's about 540,000. Normally I would give him respect, but my thinking is that he just raised this amount instead of shoving because he wants to fold if I do shove, but he'll call versus the two shorter stacks on my left. We're on the stone bubble, almost $1,000 for the min cash. So I shove, the blinds fold, and he quickly calls. That's not good. He shows pocket queens. The flop comes 10 high, all spades. He's got a spade, I don't. The turn and a river are bricks, and we double him up. We're still hand for hand, 6-12. Folds me in the cutoff. 2 5 blind stacks to my left. I open queen 4 of diamonds. They both fold, and a big stack Daryl with about 500K calls in the big blind. The flop comes 8-5-3, 2 diamonds. I don't want to get it in, don't want to play a huge pot versus Daryl when he's the only one that has me covered. So I check behind. The turn is an offsuit 10, and he bets 40,000. Queen high might be good some amount of the time. He might have a smaller flush draw and tons of straight draws on this type of board. So we put in the call. The river is a 5, pairing the board, and he quickly bets 100,000. Pretty polarizing timing and sizing. And I go deep in the tank. Is queen high good here? What hands do I beat? Well, I beat jack 9, I beat 9-7, I beat 7-4, I beat 4-6, and I do beat some diamond draws. Unfortunately, I do block some diamond draws, and I do block some 4s. So that makes most of his value range like 10x. I don't think he'd bet a 5 on the turn. The other problem with this queen high hero call is he could be bluffing with like a king high flush draw, putting me on ace high, trying to get me off that. And he might also be bluffing with exactly queen jack. I would really get owned if I called and was wrong. I look for a little live read, and I put in the call. He shows 9-7 offsuit, and the table is stunned. They can't believe I called the guy with queen high, but it was good. It not only gives us a huge stack to do damage with, but it sends a message that I'm a deep thinker. I got what it takes to put the big hero call in, and it's less likely someone's going to try to bluff me or rejam on me. So now I can really abuse this bubble.
Good luck, everyone.
You too, sir.
I don't mean it, obviously, but, you know, I'm just being friendly.
That's all we can ask.
10 players remain. 16,000 big blind. Small blind limps off a 200K stack. I'm in the big blind with 4-6 off. Could raise, but I think it's better just to play some small ball in this situation. Flop comes king 6-4 rainbow. 2 pairs seems good. He bets out the minimum, 16K. In case he has a king or a straight draw, we want to charge him. Let's get some value. I make it 50,000. And he jams. I snap call. He's got king 10. And we got some video.
Full house is better than 2 pairs. Nice hand.
Quit taking a picture of that.
It's a good memory.
You're good at this game.
Hi, coach.
Pretty card dead at the final table, unfortunately. But a few shorties get knocked out, and we're now 6-handed. Local reg opens to 45K under the gun, 20K big blind. I'm in the small blind with pocket aces. Make it 130,000. Making it look like I still got room to fold with about 300 or 350 behind. Big blind has 121,000, and they shove. Original razor folds king queen. Let's hold. They got pocket queens. Here's the video.
No, really? One outer? Oh,
Yeah.
dude.
King diamonds, king clubs.
Deal. All the shorties keep on doubling. Double, double, double. It's pretty brutal. Suck out after suck out. Still six-handed. Action folds to the chip leader. Has about 1.3 million on the button. He makes it 45K. I'm in the big blind with 320K and King 10 suited. Similar situation to when I double up through the woman earlier when she had Jack 10. I shove all in and he snap calls. Luckily, we got the video. Come high. All right.
Ooh!
Is that good?
In the dirtiest way.
Did I win?
No.
I know.
Just kidding.
I had ace-3 of spades.
Two outer on the river, and I'm out of the win/encore $230 rebuy. In for 330, out for 2,600. God damn, I wanted this win. One thing I learned today is don't be afraid to go with what you feel is right, even if you're gonna look stupid if you're wrong. Until next time, if you like this channel, you like the content, hit the subscribe button and the alerts bell to be notified when a new video comes out. The summer's gonna be crazy. You're not gonna wanna miss what happens this summer. Sign up on Raise Your Edge using the links in the description to get some nice discounts. And of course, always sign up on ACR if you haven't already. 100% deposit bonus using bonus code BOSKI and 20 days of free cash. Shoot them an email and they'll even give you 27% rake back. Sign up today. I'll see you on the tables as the Boski.